Hello, Rise Up Visionaries. I'm Susan May, and I'm here to share my journey and random ramblings with you so you can tune into your intuition and continue your journey of unplugging. So, as I promised this week, I'm going to be going live each day to share with you a personal story from my family um, about illness and how we use vitamin C in our family. And this is to kind of give you examples, real life examples of why there's so much more to vitamin C than most of us realize, and why I'm so passionate about it. Who would think you could be so passionate about a vitamin? And why I really feel it's world changing, um, life saving, and health promoting information. And this is why I feel so excited and passionate and want to share it with everyone. And it's why I'm creating a challenge for people to learn more about vitamin C and to learn now how to apply it to their lives and to learn how to become healthier. And yes, it is a paid challenge. And the reason for that is not only because I want to start valuing my time, and I am putting a lot of time and effort into this and know that I deserve to get paid for my time, but not only that, it's not just about me, it's about you and you making a commitment to yourself and to your health. And when you commit, and this is not a big money exchange, this is $20, a one-time charge of $20, and I'm running this challenge for 3 weeks. So that means for less than $1 a day, you can establish a life-changing, health-promoting habit, and you can learn how to change the world. So I think that's a pretty amazing deal. And so what I want to delve into this week is my journey and why you need a challenge to learn about vitamin C, because I think that is the thing that is not really clear to people. A lot of people think, well, I take vitamin C every day, Susan. I know vitamin C is important. I drink my orange juice, or I eat oranges, or I take my multivitamin, or I take 1,000 milligrams every day, or some people even take 2,000 milligrams every day. And what most vitamin C connoisseurs or experts will tell you is that that amount is most likely insufficient for most individuals on most days. Now, I know I'm putting a lot of qualifiers there when I say most. That's because every day the amount of vitamin C that you need actually changes. So not only do you as an individual need more or less than, say, your husband or your child or your mother or father or your best friend, because we're all unique, right? But the amount that you need every day actually changes. How do I know this? Because I have been experimenting with my own vitamin C intake every day for about 5 years now. And so I can tell you from experience that the amount I need changes drastically. And sometimes I don't even think, you wouldn't think I'm sick. You would just look at me and say, Susan's well. She has no symptoms. She's not exhibiting any signs of illness. And maybe I just feel a little tired. And my vitamin C tolerance can just shoot way up, which means that my body needed it. So that's to give you a little background. So let me dive into today's story, which is about a recent family cold that just went through our family. Those of you that like watching my lives, you know that I had a little bit of a cold in the week leading up to Christmas. You could hear it in my nose and my voice a little bit, but it was very mild. Like, you didn't hear me coughing, it didn't disturb my sleep. I was able to carry on normally every day. But I upped my vitamin C intake for several days, I think to 20 grams or more, which actually isn't the highest that I've ever gotten to. So what I did is that as soon as I started having symptoms, I started taking more, and I started taking it more often until the symptoms would subside. My husband, who was he the first to get sick? I can't even remember. He was taking upwards of 45 grams or over 40 grams. 40 grams is 40,000 milligrams. For those of you that have a pill that says 1,000 milligrams, that's 1 gram. And so the reason I want to share this particular story with you is that we have been experimenting with how much our bodies individually need for years. My daughter also got sick, and she was actually really bummed. She was like, oh my gosh, I'm sick on Christmas, because she was starting to feel sick like Christmas Eve or the day before. And I was also sick on my birthday. But you know what? That girl pounded over 20 something grams of vitamin C for several days, and she bounced back faster than she ever has from an illness. It is the best she's ever done with a cold, because she's had a history of really struggling with colds. She's had a lot of inflammation as a child. Her tonsils were huge. She would have colds that would last for months, meaning runny noses, really gross, using boxes of tissues for months and months and months. And now, after years and years of using vitamin C, she can finally kick a cold in a matter of days or a week at the most, which is a huge, huge improvement. So the key takeaway here is that each person is different, and when we are healthy, we take much less. I may take anywhere from 2 grams to 4, 6, up to 10, depending on the day, depending on how I'm feeling. As soon as I'm not feeling well, that can shoot up to 20, 30, even 40 grams, as you heard about my husband. Now, the other key takeaway is that we don't know what kind of cold we had, because we don't go to the doctor and we don't go get tested. But what I will tell you is that my husband, he had a cough, and was, with those high amounts of vitamin C, I would consider that a little bit more serious of a cold. But he didn't feel like it was as serious of a cold because he didn't feel that sick. Vitamin C actually takes care of your symptoms. It's not like an over-the-counter drug where it suppresses your symptoms. You actually are healing your body. And then as your body uses it up and the symptoms come back, you can take it again. There's more to it than that, but that's what I will be sharing in my challenge. And so I'm wearing my orange today. Florida is inspiring you to get your vitamin C. It's also in honor of the Florida Gators. My daughter and I went to a gymnastics meet this past weekend. We had a really fun weekend getting out. The women were amazing. They came from behind in the last event. 2 girls scored perfect 10s on the floor to win the meet. So that was just super exciting. I am just so excited about this challenge, and I really, really think it will help people. And so I've been creating some posts to help you understand what you can expect in this challenge and why you might need it. I think the number one reason that people need this challenge is they are simply not taking enough. And they don't take enough because they don't understand that they need more. They don't understand that the amount they need changes daily with their health, with the amount of sleep or stress they are under. And so there's a lot more to it than meets the eye. It's not like other vitamins where we know that there's like a specific target amount that we're looking for. Vitamin C is much different, and your needs change all the time. I would love for you to leave me a comment or send me a message if you have any questions. I really think I have become like the crazy vitamin C woman or lady for a lot of people, but it makes me so happy when I receive your messages about how you've started taking it more and you've seen improvements in your health. Again, vitamin C is life-saving, it is health promoting, and it is world changing. And I'm going to get to that later this week. Why is it world changing? Tomorrow I will be sharing, what did I say? I think tomorrow is a tale of 2 flus. So you're going to hear about 2 different flus that we have had and our experience with that. Please message me, comment, share. This is really important information. And like I said, I know it's not immediately obvious. I think most of us tend to think, well, I go to the store, I get a jar of vitamin C and I take the pills, like what more is there? And that couldn't be further from the truth. We have been misled for years into thinking that if you take more of vitamins, you're just excreting it, that your body's not using it, or that it can even be detrimental to us. All of these are myths that I will go into in the challenge and help you understand. I think I'm so passionate about this because my health has improved drastically in the past 5 years. I feel like I've never been healthier. I'm 43 years old. And this is information, when I interviewed Theo Farmer, he said the same thing. It's upsetting that we don't learn this when we're babies, okay? And it is extremely gratifying for me to see my children learning this alongside with me. They get the slightest little scratchy throat or stuffy nose and they're like, I need vitamin C. And they're doing it now on their own. And so I just want to help you establish this habit in your life. I know habits can be difficult or it can feel overwhelming. We get bogged down in the details. What kind do I get? How much do I take? How do I know when to stop? Is it bad for me? There's so many little things that stop us from trying something new because we feel a little fearful or we aren't sure. And so sometimes we just need a cheerleader or someone to encourage us or someone that's already done it. And I can be that person for you. I love you all so much. Please reach out to me and I will be back for the rest of this week. I have tons of posts on my page, so please head over there to see more information about all of this vitamin C challenge stuff I'm talking about. It's starting a week from today, so the countdown is on. I even figured out how to make a countdown ticker at the top of my information page where you can sign up, so I'm pretty proud of that. I think that's it for today. I will be back tomorrow. But remember, be bold, be brave, be you, because who else is there to be? I love you all, and I'll see you tomorrow.